Greetings and welcome to another Diablo 4 build video. This time I will be showing the Dance of Knives roll on a higher hit level, because since the last video I actually found a decent amount of gear by doing like the Torment Uber bosses, and yeah, we can now comfortably clear pit 84, possibly push a bit higher, but there's still some gear pieces where I don't even have ancestral options, but just gonna go over it pretty quickly. If you want more details on the build itself, check out my first video about the Spin to Win Dance of Knives Rogue. So we got the Call of the Nameless right now with a good roll on the trick attacks. Proud of the Bold Staffs gives us a huge damage bonus as well. Fist of Fate with the 300%, and then what you are caring for is the attack speed. So you want the GA on the attack speed, the other stats are not as important. And then Thibault's Will also give us more damage due to being unstoppable when we use our Shadow Clone, for example. Then this, for example, is not even ancestral, but it has the stats that I'm looking for with Dexterity, Armor, and +2 Dance of Knives. Then here Synergy as well, it's like a 1 GA crossbow. Has the stats that we are looking for with the GA roll on Dexterity. Then I got this 3 GA Amulet. Does not have the passives that we're looking for, but it has overall stats that we're looking for, like attack speed and dexterity and lucky hit chance. Ideally, instead of attack speed, or instead of lucky hit chance rather, you would want to have Frigid Fate passive, and then some other passive, maybe like Malice or something that gives you more damage. And then yeah, Shadow Clone cooldown reduction is pretty important. Also got the gem that gives me like more damage. And mostly also the armor and resistance. I don't have all the occult gems yet. It's a long grind, so yeah, there you go. And then I got these two rings are both non-ancestral, but they have the optimal stats on them, which is dexterity, attack speed, and all res. Both of them, but yeah, I would like to have it as a GA, maybe on the dexterity roll, but I haven't found it actually, so it's pretty tough, pretty tough. Then I got here this dagger, which is also not ideal. Got the max life roll, and then critical slight damage is okay. Also the cutthroat damage is not ideal on the temper. I could just re-temper it, but I was just like, okay, just leave it for now. It should be cutthroat attack speed, and then we have Ashira's Conjure, which gives us like overall just more damage. The GA roll is also not ideal, would rather have it on the weapon mastery. And the rest, like Witch Powers, is the same. I'm just gonna hover over it for you to stop or pause the video and check it out if you like. We have the preparation right here. We have the skill tree, hasn't changed. You can also check out the build link in the description below. But if you'd like to look it up in the video itself, you can check it out right here. And then Paragon, we got the versatility glyph on the baseboard. We got cheap shot with Headhunter. We got exploit weakness with control. Got Dance Macabre with Canny, and we got No Witness with Devious. What else? Mercenary, I think last time I didn't talk about it. We got Vajana for the Cleave, Hysteria to give us attack speed, and then Bloodlust to even give us more attack speed. So attack speed raises our damage with Dance of Knives, so that's why I got Vajana, and then just Reinforcement give us Bastion when we use Shadow Clone for a bit more protection right there. And I think that's about it for the most part. So it's a quick overview again. If you want to deep dive into the build more, then you can check out the first video that I made. And yeah, we're gonna do tier 85. Potentially we could go to tier 90, but it's a bit tedious since we are still having some power gaps. We still need better rings, still need better boots. Pump up the dexterity for more damage and get better rolls on our masterworking actually. So. But overall, I'm pretty satisfied with the build so far, and I think it cannot push that high of a bit. What I read is like maybe 95 or something like that. And yeah, with that being said, farming like up to 80, 85 is actually pretty convenient, and it's pretty easy. There's not really a danger to it. So I prefer having like faster runs and more convenient runs than like pushing pit, which can be a bit tedious, but possible because we have 50 minutes to clear the pit, right? So But right now with this kind of gear, which is, I guess, close to the gear ceiling that you might have with the Dance of Night Rogues. Of course, there's like a different variant. Like right now we're using the snapshot variant, and you might notice that I'm using my skills every now and then, like da da da, and then snapshot the Dance of Knives, which means whatever buffs I have at the time that I started channel of Dance of Knives, they will persist through the channel. And yeah, I was just not paying attention. I'm sorry about that, because I'm just doing it live, talking and trying to play. So again, like I'm using, I haven't gotten over the runes, I'm sorry about that, a bit too quickly. I can do it right now. So the runes here is travel, the buck rune, you can travel 10 meters and you reduce your active ultimate cooldowns. You can also use something else than buck. I'm trying to think about what I used before that. I'm not sure, but it's not like super essential. It's kind of nice. And I'm looking for the Warcry rune. I don't know what it's called, but that gives me Warcry. Because I don't think I need to reduce my active ultimate cooldown, because I have a lot of Shadow Clone cooldown reduction on my gear. But then this more important one is the Yax Quax, which is drink a healing potion 2 times, and then your next non-basic skill cast spends all of your primary resource to deal up to 100% increased damage based on the percentage of resource spent. So this is also going to factor into the snapshot of Dance of Knives, which means usually what I do is I drink 1 potion, I use Shadow Clone, I use Cold Imbuement, I use Concealment, I drink another potion, and then I Dance of Knives. So when you see my resource gets depleted, like 100 gets obstructed, I think I have more than 100 because of the Default build, but anyways. And then I do it again, since on the first cast, the first snapshot, we don't have the momentum stacks yet and other buffs, so this will not affect our current channel, so we need to channel it again. And I'm doing it every now and again to get something like the No Witness Paragon node buffed up, because it only activates for some seconds when I'm using Shadow Clone, right? And I also get the Unstoppable when I use Shadow Clone. So every now and then I'm doing the piano again, like pushing all the buttons, and then just channel and don't push any buttons other than my Dance of Knives. That's kind of how Snapshot works. Some people like it, some don't. I think it's fine, it's okay. I guess I would rather have less snapshotting and more reactive skills. But I mean, that's it. Comes down to your preference and to your playstyle. And right now I kind of botched the potion part, that's why the damage is rather low. Let me see, so like this. And then also every now and then we cast Dark Shroud. We get more movement speed, which replenishes our Dance of Knives stacks. Okay. I see why sometimes I'm not really getting the 2 potions off, because either I'm not pressing the button hard enough, or there's like some kind of delay built into it. So I need to be more careful. So it is a significant damage increase if you use the Yax Quax rune combination. There we go. So what I'm looking for is this little icon here, which shows me if I use the potion once, it's half full, and then if I do it again, then my next cast will be using my resources. Like so. What you can also do, which I didn't do, is use dash, because dash knocks down enemies, which gives us more damage, I think, with malice. So you can use the Shadow Clone, use dash into a group of monsters. It doesn't really work on the boss, of course. It just gives them dagger. But on the group of monsters it works very well. And then you do even more damage. I found it sometimes too tedious or not necessary for that kind of content, so... You can see also Mercenary nodes, glyphs, legendary glyphs, what level they are. And yeah, that's about it. Just want to showcase like this is a very, very strong build, and actually, so I played like 27 hours, some of it was like standing around AFK. And the huge boost from last video, which I used to clear Torment 4, and I think it was like only like pit 50 or 60, 65, something like that. The huge boost came from like Call of the Nameless, Protocol Staffs, I got Fist of Fate, I got Tibos. These items I got through the boss ladder, Uber bosses, right? So that was kinda cool, and they really boost your damage. It also got a nice GA right here. So if you like this kind of build, then try it out. It's pretty powerful. And next I want to see which build I can transition into, because I want a bit variety, and I'm gonna try to use the Armory to save my build and just to experiment with other stuff. And I'm actually saving some items for that, so this will be a huge task. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Good luck, have fun, and goodbye.